visit EagleRunnerBill.com. Eagle Runner Bill here, getting ready to change out my power plug for my old oven to my new oven. Before you start this, make sure all power is off and you're unplugged from the wall outlet. Here's a picture of the back of my old oven. At the bottom there, you'll see the access panel to the wire terminals for the plug. First, I want to take it and go ahead and loosen up all my terminal nuts on my wire strip. Once I get all them loosened up, I can go ahead and pull the wires off the terminal lugs. See, it's pretty simple here. You got red to red, neutral in the middle, and black on top of black, and your case ground on the back bulkhead underneath the wire strip. Got my wires off. Now I'm taking off that ground, the green wire that's connected to the bulkhead of the oven. It's my feed through connector. Go ahead and loosen the back screws where it clamps the cable. Go ahead and loosen them up. Go ahead and pull that cable through. You want to be careful. You don't want to break any of your terminal lugs off. So make sure they're lined up and just pull it on out. And there, we're good to go. Plug's ready to go on the new oven. Go ahead and remove the access panel. So you can see there's no feed through connector, so I'm going to have to take the one off my old dryer and hope it fits. Here it is right here. Let me just loosen up the cable hold down clamp so I won't have any friction when I try to feed it through and feed it up to the new terminal board. Take them and bend them wires so they go in there easily. You don't want to force anything. It's very easy to knock one of them terminal ends loose, so be careful. Now I've got that on there. Now I just want to bend the wires so they're straighter. Feed them up through this bottom hole. Be careful. Sometimes that thing is sharp and it'll cut your wires and cut your fingers. Let me put the feed through nut on. Feed it over the wires. Now I'll take that feed through, line it back up and pop it up from the bottom there. Once I got it in there, I'll start that back nut, get it snug in there real good. And there, now we're ready to hook up our wires. Here's our wire schematic. First thing I'm going to do is put the ground on, which is right here against the bulkhead, just like the old one. The only difference here on this terminal strip, the wires aren't on top of one another. They're on the side on the side of each other. So make sure you just follow your diagram and put them in accordingly. Go ahead and get them in there nicely snugged up. Once you got them all in there, recheck that diagram. Make sure everything's right. I come in here and I look at that and I'm noticing there's a jump ground strap for the 3-wire and no ground strap for the 4-wire. So, really, I posted this and a viewer pointed that out to me. So I had to come back in here and correct it. So let me just take the nut off the terminal stud that holds the top of that ground strap. Take my ground wire back off. Loosen it up. Take that wire off. Now I could go in there and remove that ground strap. I missed it when I looked at that schematic the first time. There you go. Now I've got that ground strap removed. Hook my ground wire back up. Get it nice and tight. You don't want any arcing and sparking or this one loose. Make sure it's good and tight. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that nut back on that wire strip stud. Not that it's being used for anything, but let me keep it back to its original form. Okay, now we've got everything all hooked up. Everything's good and tight. Let me tighten up my feed through connector. Get that thing nice and tight. Go back down and I'll tighten up and make sure my wire is secured to the feed through clamp. Make sure these are good and tight. Now we're good to go. I want to thank that viewer for sending me that message. go ahead and put my cover plate back on. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.